Hello, welcome back. Solana Gaming updates and all of that. You see I've got my Athens DAO for Grape shirt on. I wonder where it's going to be this year, and I've got to find out that information. Is it just going to be in Athens? They might be doing it in Dubai. I'm still hoping to get to Europe and run a marathon on the 19th of March in Rome, and then 2 weeks later in Paris. So still hoping to get there. I did a video this week on Defy Land. It's just a short video, 4 minutes 50, just to show people an arbitrage opportunity of buying NFTs in their game marketplace. So they've got their own token, DFL. They've got two tokens, of course. They've got Goldie as well, but DFL is their main token. The other one is more of a utility in-game token, and you could buy an NFT. The comparison would be about 3.35 of a Solana, and the next cheapest was about 0.68 in a Solana of the same one. So there was an opportunity to be able to go into there, see that they have NFTs for sale in their native DFL, and you could swap the tokens over in a little bit of arbitrage and get in at a cheap entry point. It was 0.35 or 36 or something to buy a harvester that had one uncommon slot. Now, you pick and choose what you do with that kind of information, but a lot of games are coming out with tokens of their own marketplaces. There's going to be arbitrage opportunities there. Are you going to speculate on the NFTs? Maybe you buy it at DFL and sell it at Solana. I don't want to encourage that. What I'm trying to show people is there can be opportunities to get in and buy these games, and it's 0.35 Solana. So if you like it, beautiful. You've then got yourself a harvest. If you don't, you sell the bastard back. And it's very minor loss, but it's a very cool way. Don't forget Cardinals as well. So it's just the one video this week. I've got a couple more ready to fire off. Next week on the 1st, I will be doing a Twitter space with the Guardians of Esoterra. Now, my understanding is that they were a community created, a guild created from the community of Genopets. So we'll have Jay from Genopets as well sitting on the side. He's not going to have as much to do with this one. We're going to go in deep about the guild and habitats, which is the next phase of Genopets. It's, can we make money in habitats? Do we buy habitats? Do we try and rent them from someone? What do we do? And I want to go deep into that because I'm going through the habitats myself, and I minted my first level 1. It was a fire habitat this week. So I have a Genesis. So I've got a Genesis habitat, and now I've got a new habitat. I want to see how the co-habitats work. Do you rent it out? Do you get your kids and family to use it? All these kinds of things. So I'll put the links down below for GOE, and of course I'll tweet out over the weekend about the exact time, but it is, I believe it's my 9 a.m. Tuesday. I also did a podcast this week, set up a podcast. So Solana Gaming with Barndog, you can go and check on that. I'll put the details into my YouTube. I will also have it on my Twitter. Trying to keep these spaces that we do. So I've always been about the educational content and helping people. I want to do more spaces where we go deep into ecosystems, into the economies of these games that are already there. So I play a lot of other games like Genopets. I play Stepn still. I do the Remnants. I do Defy Land. There's all these games. Now, Remnants has been going for over 12 months. It has a very, very diverse economy when you think about it. You've got whales in the game. You've got average players. You can buy an NFT. Is it worthwhile buying a little bit of gold? All these kinds of things that I want to explore and keep it. So there's a record of it and people can go and have a bit of a listen to it. Shill Zine this week was really cool. It's great to see Metaverse still kicking along into his videos of Star Atlas. So if you are following Star Atlas, he is a very good source of content for it. He did put my move to earn on Polygon in there into a Solana magazine, which was funny. But I love Shill Zine. It is, I talk about it every week. Links down below. What I liked here was this particular one this week. Solana stays humble and respectful regardless of the price pumping. This is not Sol against the world. Stop the hate against Polygon or any chain. I think multi-chain, absolutely. What does that mean? It's going to be different for everybody now. We know the gods and Utes are leaving. They weren't on my radar regardless. It doesn't stress me out at all. I care about the games that are coming out on here. Sometimes that puts me into Binance. Sometimes that puts me into Ethereum. But my love for Solana is there. And it's just, the world will be multi-chain. Solana keeps building. Shit keeps happening. So links are always down below for that. Get in there. It was good to see as well. They have the Solana Spaces linking in there. Tokens. Bitcoin went above 23K this week. I noticed Solana was above 25 earlier. Stepn GMT was actually, I think, in the top 100 there at one stage at 68, 69 cents. Be careful with that. Remember, unlocks are happening in February. VC investors, I'm getting rid of my GMT as I get it. I don't accumulate GMT. Bonk at 100 Satoshis. What else did I notice? There was SGST. So Solana GST was at 2 cents. Now, I've been trying to sell a Genesis on Ethereum for a while. It's not easy. They just don't move. Trying to sell common shoes on Ethereum was extremely difficult. I did sell a couple like a week or 2 weeks ago, and yeah, very, very difficult. So anything but Solana is very, very slow. I'm noticing also gems heavily going down in price. Where are we? I noticed as well the Defit token on Polygon was above 9 cents earlier today, so it was a little bit of a pump. You see WeSleep is a new token I'm watching here. That's something I'll talk about later on. Genopets key 2 cents. I think I've got, I don't have Gene token on there. I should put that back on. All right, now, Yawn did a text-based AMA yesterday for Stepn. There was nothing really of importance that I saw there. They reckon they've got achievements and badges coming up soon, and they're doing something with resilience. They're meant to have done something with resilience for about 9 months now. For me, I analyze as they come out. I don't try and speculate with the game, because you're going to have people in that. People are talking about resilience gems, and, you know, does that mean people are going to go and pump resilience gems? There's a VC unlock coming. Be careful. Be very, very careful with what you do with this. They're promising things they aren't delivering on. It's just plain and simple. And what was it they're talking about? Shaken, their new app. Who knows? It'll be a social fi of some experience, I expect. And from there, no idea. Genopets this week. What tweets did they have of note? Obviously, they retweeted the space that we'll do with GOE. I think it was just a week of building. They mentioned the prices of minting, the prices of crafting is going to go up. So I believe that's somewhere around the 1st of February. Don't quote me on it, but I believe the price is going to go up. There was this cheaper period at the start, so people could test it. Give their advice, give their, learnings and all of that kind of stuff for it. But yeah, I think crystals will go up and crafting will go up. But your patterns that you've already learnt will stay the same. I haven't done a lot of minting or crafting myself. You see the old dogs up to level 25. That's actually my alarm now telling me I need to go and do my key. So I'll put that up to 25. You can see antennas, one of the things I'm into this week. But I've been doing that. I did my fire habitat. I have not set that up as a sub habitat yet. Waiting on the kids to get their pets up to I think it's post 16. Now, Defit was a funny one this week. I got myself to silver. Remember this is Polygon. But I like it because I'm doing Stepn daily. I'm doing my Genopets daily. I'm absolutely moving, so it fits into my movement. Last night, I did my very first movement with the team aura that they have. I got an aura, and I didn't get a Tuesday session in because I did a run at 5:47 on the Monday. So that meant my Tuesday session was not viable based on the time. I needed to go later, which is silly. There's a 16-hour period, so it was like 4 minutes difference. Is that right? Yeah, 4 minutes too early. I'm not a fan of the 16-hour thing in the game. I don't like it. I put that forward as my suggestion. I think it's locking people out of maybe they want to train twice a day and they'd like to capture that run, but then they can't. So it was weird. I could have done it a little bit differently, but I'm still exploring with the game. And the run I did last night was a 57-minute run. So I could have kept going. I could have gone to an hour and 20 minutes and gotten more tokens. But it was over 30 degrees. I think it was 87% humidity or something like that. It felt like 36. It was hot. So I didn't push myself. I want this to heighten my already existing experience. But that is in a form. that is a way of gamification because you know you've got that aura. So what does the aura do? It means I then claim as the next level up. So I would claim as a gold member because I'm a silver member and I'm in the Fearless 50 club with Phil. I could then claim and earn more tokens. So 40.9 not doing a full run. My Sunday run this week, so I did a 16K run on Sunday, which was an hour and 26 minutes, was only 35 tokens. So I could have absolutely kept going more. Now, go and do your research on this. This isn't to get people out there and buying into it. I'm not a sponsored member or any of this kind of stuff. I'm using this because I enjoy it and I want to learn more about the other move to earns that are out there. Today, I only got the 12.67. Back to my walking. So I walk 7 days a week, but I run 4 to 5 days a week. I've had a fairly light running schedule. I did the math today. It's about 7.5 weeks before I run my next marathon. So within probably 1 to 3 weeks, I'm going to start bumping my running back up to around 60 to 80 kilometers a week running plus my walking. So I'm going on my own schedule. I'm not letting the games pump me too much. I'm not doing my mystery boxes that heavy with Stepn because I'm just going to my own training schedule. But you can see that's the gamification there. If I had have gone harder, I might have got an extra 10 or 20 tokens. That could be a little bit of extra token and value. So it is good to see. You see here my team. So I've now got 6 onboarded out of my 15 maximum. So I've still got room. Hit me up down below if you want to join in. But you can see 2.33 Defit I've earned. I will be doing something with my team on Discord. And I want to have a bit of fun. I want to get to meet people. I want to get to know and learn people. I just onboarded a Canadian gentleman last night, 30 years old. And I'd love to get there in 2024 was my aim. I still want to catch up with Phil Char. Spaces, they launched the drip this week. And this was interesting. Dropping into 27,000 wallets. They had different rarities. Was it 40 different options, I believe? So they talk about the airdrop and they break that down. Very basic. And it was done by a one-of-one Solana artist. But they've had all different options. And Tash come in and she said to me, "Oh, what have you got this morning?" And it's actually got her interested. She was happy. She got one of the females. I got both. It was very, very cool to see. Good drip this week. Now, WeSleep, I did a little bit of research on this based on getting information from someone. Have a look at this, Barn Dog. So I read the white paper. It's a Solana project. I believe they've got 2 tokens. It's going to be a dual token game. The WES token and then the ZZZ token. I think they are doing a token launch soon. And you've got to buy in a minimum of 200. Don't quote me on that. I did not join the Discord. But I went to the website. I had a look. The NFTs are selling at about 1 Solana. So I kind of think if you're just there, it could be a Degen move, buy 1, buy 2, buy 3, whatever. There could be a chance there. Now, what I like about the game for the research I did was eat, sleep, earn, repeat. They're not just going to be something like Sleepagotchi. Sleepagotchi rewards you to sleep overnight and do it properly for a certain amount of time. You put your phone in airplane mode. I don't like any of that. I wake up in the middle of the night and I play my Remnants. I absolutely load up my Remnants, get a loot trip done, and then go back to bed. And I'm asleep straight away. That's just me. I do that twice a night. I'm an old man. But these guys have plans of doing walking challenges, maybe 3,000 steps, maybe 1 kilometer, maybe 3 kilometers. Then sleeping and all of that kind of stuff as well. How it's going to work, I don't know. But you can see the tokenomics here. There was something that made me not sure about whether it was completely Solana or not. But by reading the white paper, to me, it felt very thin. Everyone's got to do their own research. The reason I'm putting this on here is I'm not going to buy anything for it. I'd happily do an AMA with the team if they asked. Anything that is getting out and helping us to move, to get fit, to be healthy, I'd love to know more about. It just looked very thin for me. The Koala NFTs didn't look terrible. They're not hardcore or anything like that, but you can see at least they're not shit NFTs. So that, to me, is important. You know, they've spent a bit of time on this. They've done decent NFTs and the rarities look cool. So, I mean, that looks okay. Stargarden, the first look. I think I may have showed this last week. Let's have a look. Gives me a chance to have a drink.
All things began with aura. From aura came Ilaria, their firstborn architecture. Her world, a paradise, a sanctuary. But it was overtaken. A sacred world was shattered. In the blindness of peace, we forgot that shadows rise just beyond the light. The light of aura faded. Ilaria calls, but who will come? Is it humanity? Is it you?
All right, now, I've listened to their last 2 to 3 town halls. I think they're 4 to 6 weeks away from shipping their mini game. That is on UE5 of the Stargardens, the FSL, founding Stargardens. Now, I've liked the team from the very beginning, very quiet. I do my dailies in there on their Discord. I've talked about that many, many times. I still think this is a huge project, building, just quietly doing their own thing, chipping away. Now, they also started a Creatures series. Fiona is one of their staff, I believe. And that's going to be a series where they talk about the creatures that you can get from doing the Discord challenges, which are quite simply /catch once a day. You water your Stargarden. You do. There's 3 basics. Then you can do extra challenges like the quizzes and that they put out recently. Some retweets, some social stuff, all that kind of stuff. But there's basics of it every day. So they're talking about the creatures and how they're modeling them. And, you know, I like it. They're building on UE5. So it's not going to be something that's going to be quick build. But that looks absolutely amazing. So definitely keen for that. Portals have a big one on the 29th. That's this Sunday, this weekend. They're going to be announcing a whole heap of stuff there. Gib I've got open because... Where is it? It's not there. Right, let's go here. The Remnants. So the Remnants had a big announcement yesterday. For starters, there's still maybe time to go and do a retweet to win, old mate here, 80 Solana floor. Plus there's 3 extra Remnants to go for 2nd, 3rd, 4th. And they're around 14 Solana at the moment. Definitely get a retweet out for that if you can. It's definitely worth it. Now they've got a game coming out, The Heist. This is their 2nd game. So Longwood Labs, it's building out. So the retweet's about following both games and then retweeting it. That's it. The Heist game, so I've got that. Gib was my first experience using it for Remnants. But if you're a holder of Remnants, depending on how many Remnants you hold, determines how many whitelists you can get for later. So I've signed up for all of mine. And obviously anything from Remnants I'm happy to see. Very, very happy to see. Ian is CEO, I believe, for what's the company? No, it was Photo Finish, but is it first time? But either way, third time. Sorry, third time. So either way, they had a really great space this week. It was definitely worth a listen. And they talk about more than just the basics. This is the thing. So real third web. So there are some really good spaces out there. People talking about building in the bear, and that was a enjoyable one to listen to. Finally, ordered my Solana Mobile. Missed the Saga Pass, unfortunately. I've got to be very, very careful with what I do with my own money. So that's why I hadn't spent the money on the Saga Pass. But the missus bugged me today. Unfortunately, Mint closed, so I missed the Saga Pass. But I have ordered a phone. It's Solana Gaming with Barndog. I obviously want it. And I want to experience the games that are coming out on the mobile and on the stack, the SMS, Solana Mobile stack. Quick start guide for Degen Royal. I'll put the link down below. This is how to be able to load, and we're talking Steam. So this is on Steam. I'm curious how it is on Steam, and we're going to try and do a space soon with, great, we're firing up the Gaming Council AMAs again. doing spaces, getting games on, and doing a special grape server, a grape session for Degen Royal as well. So bit of alpha there. Tournament coming soon. So definitely keen to see that. Now, what have we got here? 2 minutes on old mate. Now, old mate, I'm going to put that on him, aren't I? So what have I done in Remnants this week? I was very, very lucky and got a 2-up on my my Elite Megalite. So I was very, very lucky. So that took that to tier 9. That made her a full tier 9 looting away. At the moment, after that, I did some T3 carts for my people on resource runs, and I'm currently building out a rabbit's foot upgrade on my next remnant. He's done in 1 minute 30, and I will upgrade that and put a sensor onto him. You can't see the sensor on the side there with my video, but just cruising along in remnants. It's been just a casual week. So what am I looking forward to from that? Of course, this new one, the Heist, the game coming out, and that very, very keen to see. So we'll come back to that in a minute. Defy Land, they've added in notes. So you can message people if you know their wallet addresses, and that is available now through the mailbox. So it's very, very cool. You can see the skin's gone back to the clean skin of their standard farm. I bought no extra NFTs this week, but I am cruising along doing my normal stuffs. And you can see upgrades going. It's a bit of a habit. Every 12 hours, you've got to feed your pets. If you feed your pets every 12 hours, it just keeps cruising along. You don't have any loss of the feed increment. So it's important. I've got harvesters upgrading. I've got guns upgrading. I think a gun's going to be finished somewhere around now. Yes. So I come in and upgrade this. That's not far off. I could play the game and upgrade it. 350. I've got to be very careful with my DFL at the moment. I did swap a little bit of Goldie for DFL yesterday. Let's have a go at this. See how the old dog goes on video. See if sound works. Oh, it does. Hello. You hear the waves? You can't hear the rod. Don't know why it does it like that. Now, I like the medium level. As my other rod is upgraded, I'm going to... Oh, missed it. As my other rod upgrades, I want to start getting into the harder ones. And I was talking to someone the other day. They're on something like 500 Goldie per cast. So I'm on... Oh, I am going to time out on this. I honestly feel like it's lagging a touch on mine. 500 Goldie per cast. Now, I've got an uncommon reward system on this one. And I'm getting about 90 to 110 Goldie per success in medium mode. I was only getting 65 to 75 in basic. So, even if you do miss an occasional fish, I still think playing with an uncommon is much better. Sorry, playing in the medium mode has been more enjoyable. You do get some long challenges. Send me thinking and trying to get it on there right. 2 minutes. Rewards. You can go and do the math. It's about 10 to 1 for DFL. So it's not a huge amount, but there's that much gameplay in this game now with just the basics like that. I do that with my coffee in the morning. The shooting game I've started enjoying more. I get a sneaky game in here and there. Harvester game I was never impressed with at the start, but you can see I am upgrading my harvesters. I'm absolutely going to have a crack. So I've almost finished this uncommon one at the moment for the body. Once that's at 30s, I'm going to start playing him as I upgrade this and try to get ready for the epic. Let's go back to Remnants. Alright, worn fabric gloves. Don't resend. I don't want to resend. Because what I want to do is put a sensor in there. I don't know if it's viable for it. The sensors sell for about 250. and used for 20. So if it gets me an extra metal detector, then I'll be very, very happy. But yeah, lots happening on the side. It was a busy week. There was bits and pieces through. Looking forward to seeing what the heist is going to be. Looking forward to see more videos from Project Eluune, for example. And, of course, AMAs. I love getting back into AMAs. It's good to be doing them with Grape again. And it's going to be good doing more in the Genoverse and seeing how the habitats and all that work. But, yeah, other than that, hope you've liked. Thank you, Mother, for the rabbits.